I think I'm on. Good morning, all you beautiful people. Thank you so much for clicking on this channel. Right now, I just want to send blessings your way because you actually took an interest and you actually hit the click button and you came and checked my channel out. So thank you so much. I'm sending lots of positive vibes your way right now. Sending. Like I'm kind of like copying Ralph Smart. Ralph Smart's awesome. Shout out to Ralph Smart. But anyway, y'all need to check him out. Okay, so my name is Christy, and I am currently living in the state of Georgia. Originally from another southern state, and I'll divulge more as we go along. But I have 4 amazing children that I'm so proud of: 25, 21, 16, and 13. My son is in the U.S. Navy, my 21-year-old, and he's a fantastic human being. Positive thoughts going up for you, Aaron. And my 25-year-old, he's been on his own since he was 19. He went to school, he went to Georgia State, and he has been living on his own. But one of his roommates got married recently, and so he had to move out, or got hitched, and so they were moving in together, and he moved out, and he ended up moving in with my ex-husband, his dad, but he's been staying with me for a week. So he just left my room, and he said, "Hey Mom, I thought this was kind of funny. I wanted to share it with you." And he said, it was a iFunny. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that program, but it said, I can't believe so many people got sick with COVID-19 when all these middle-aged women are sitting around with all these healing crystals. Haha, LOL. But anyways, so I resemble that remark. But anyways, again, I think I told you, name Christy, state, kids. I am in school full time. I started school in 2015 when I realized I was going to be getting divorced from my ex-husband, which shout out to my ex-husband. He and I get along very good. We talk almost on the daily. He's a very good person. We are still very close, very good friends. We actually knew each other as children, so we are still good friends. But anyways, all that to say that when I realized I was going to be getting a divorce, I needed to go ahead and finally get my degree, which I should have done when I was younger, but I got married at 18. And so I went back to school and got my CMA, which I figured could get me, a fairly good job in something I'm interested in. So I got my CMA with my EKG and phlebotomy, so I can draw blood, and I started working in pediatrics as a nurse for a private doctor's office near here. And a lot of fun, so much opportunity there. I learned so much and had thousands of hours in that to take with me for my future schooling. So originally, I started out to get my nursing degree. I got my CMA and immediately signed up for school to get my nursing. Got accepted, started nursing classes, took my fundamentals and all that. And then I changed my mind. I said, you know what? Honestly, I don't know if this is where I want to end up. So I changed my major and I started getting my degree. I figured if I get my bachelor's in something, I can then apply to Emory to get my physician's assistant in endocrinology. Endocrinology has always been very interesting to me. It's the hormone system, pancreas, thyroid, diabetes, high cholesterol, autoimmune disorders, things of that nature. And cortisol, adrenal glands, and stuff like that. So I love all that. And so I figured, so I'm currently getting my degree in psychology with a minor in biology, and love my classes, love my psychology. And I feel like the psychology part is going to help me a lot with this channel too. I'm going to have my bachelor's in psychology. I was supposed to get it this fall, but due to a relationship I was in for 16 months, I just recently got out of. I learned a lot from that as well. It was a bit of a toxic relationship. It was one of those kind of soulmate, you're supposed to learn something from this kind of relationships. But anyways, all that to say that I was supposed to graduate this fall, but now it's being pushed back until possibly the spring, and I'll have my major in psych and my minor in bio, and then I'll take that and apply to school for my physician's assistant. But anyway, enough about that. The purpose of this channel is because I've noticed for years I've been listening to YouTube videos on trying to heal from the divorce, from infidelity, from different things like that. And I realized, I said, people are all searching for this, and they're watching these videos. Here's the 15 steps to, get over a previous relationship, or here's 7 defining factors for people that are cheating on you, or whatever the videos were. They helped me when I watched them, and thanks to everyone who's put them out. I always found there was a missing piece though, because I felt like the main thing that it takes in this world to get over anything, childhood abuse, religious abuse, maybe, which that's very common nowadays. People have been, molested, raped, hurt in church, and just hurt mentally, hurt sexually in all different kinds of ways. Whatever the abuse that you've endured in your life, some people become bitter and some people become better. And you've heard that probably your whole life too. You're either going to get bitter or better. But I feel like a big key to being able to heal from anything that happens to us in our life is to be able to properly process it because we feel worthy. I feel like the religions that we're raised in, the way our parents raised us, which is how their parents raised them and how their parents raised them, that generational curse kind of thing, that's mentioned in the Bible too, by the way, generational curses. But it's actually a lot more true than you would imagine, and it's not because you have some kind of a black magic curse on you. It's because those constructs were brought over from generations ago, and they keep getting passed down, and that curse is not broken because you have to break that. You have to break that generational thing that happens and gets carried down from generation to generation. So I'm not going to keep repeating that over and over. I'm sorry, but I want to drive that home because it's very important. It makes us feel unworthy. The things our parents say that their parents may have said to them, and they don't. I'm not saying you have bad parents. If they did this, if you're still living at home and you're young, you just have to find your value and your worth in here. It's an internal thing. You can never, ever find your value from another human being. If you don't have that within yourself, if you don't know how to meditate and talk to your spirit guides, if you don't know how to look inward to find fulfillment, you will never, ever have a healthy, good relationship with someone else externally. And by the way, if the person you're in a relationship with can't find that fulfillment either, then it's going to be a double whammy. So anyway, all that to say that, worthiness, that's what the whole channel's about. I just named it final yesterday. I purchased my website, and it's called Nirvanic Journey, because I want this journey, I want it to be nirvanic. I want us to find nirvana together. I want all of us to learn through the things that happen to all of us in life. Everybody has something. Everybody's got something that they went through. By the way, there's reasons that we go through things. There's reasons that we, I don't know what you guys believe as far as reincarnation, or, that we're eternal beings. We are eternal beings. And that's even something that we learn across the board in religion, is that we live forever. Usually they say heaven or hell, or you live in another reality, you reincarnate, whatever. But we are eternal beings. And if we were going to be happy during this stint on earth, our current situation that we're in, I want us to work together to figure out the best way for that. Like I said, I told you about my website. I'm going to put a link to my Instagram below. If you guys have any tips, tricks for me about this website, how I can make it better, how I can, what type of camera I can use. I'm using my phone right now. I have an iPhone 8S Plus, I think is what it's called. But using that, I want to read y'all something that I learned just recently. A friend of mine in Louisiana is into Reiki healing. And I don't know if it's Reiki or Reiki, but I'm going to say Reiki because that's the way this person said it on the YouTube I watched the other day. And this is the Reiki Principles. And I want us to I want you guys to write these down and read these every morning when you wake up, and every night before you go to, or not every night before you go to bed, but just every morning when you wake up, read these. Number 1, just for today, I will not worry. Number 2, just for today, I will not be angry. Number 3, just for today, I will be grateful. Number 4, just for today, I will be honest. Number 5, just for today, I will be kind to every living thing. Now, what's so awesome about this, and I don't know really how long I have on YouTube when you first start out. I think you have a time limit, but what's so beautiful about this is that it's not saying for the rest of my days. In the Bible, there was a story about how they had to gather food to last them. God would give them manna from heaven, and they had to go pick it up and make it. And He told them, only get enough for today. there was a whole big psychological purpose behind him saying only get enough for today. And people were hoarding it and they were trying to save it because they were like trying to make sure they were good, for the future or whatever, but because they weren't having faith. So, and then all that manna went bad and then got maggots and it was just nasty and gross and disgusting. And I don't remember if he made them eat it or what happened. But anyway, so basically you want to work on today. Enjoy the moment. Be in the present time. Don't try to live in the future. Especially don't live in the cancerous, toxic past. Okay, there's no reason to sit and cry and focus in the fetal position in your bed on the horrible things that happened to you, because it happened to all of us. These things happen to all of us. We kind of sign a contract before we come here that we will endure this, this, and this, but it's going to make us a beautiful, better human being. So I want us to end on that. Write these principles down so that you guys can focus on just for today. Just get enough for today. And I want all of you to, we're on this journey together. I intend for all of us to learn to love ourselves, to love other people, to love our children wholly, to love our neighbors, and primarily to find our own worthiness and to love ourselves. God bless.